Okay, afternoon, well, evening. Transformers fans, Phil here with another Transformers video review. This time, going to be doing something, the first figure from this particular TV show. I've not reviewed a figure before, but this one I just couldn't pass up when I saw it because I absolutely love it. RID, Optimus Prime. Now, I can honestly say I've never watched an episode of RID in my life. I've only ever read about it on the internet, but I saw this figure on eBay and I thought, well no, I saw it on YouTube first. I saw a couple of people's video reviews and I knew, I thought it looked absolutely brilliant. It is a fire truck, but it's a very, very well made one. If we come to the back here, there is a button. When you push that in, all these flip forward. Now each one should have a missile, but I've only got one. And then there are individual buttons. I won't fire the actual missile, but that one there, that would press, and you just put these back. Obviously he is a fire truck, so water cannons at the front, which double up as lasers, and I'll have to take both hands away from the camera, but this ladder does pivot up and down and extend quite a long way. I mean, that's a decent amount. Something else that is missing are the actual lights, the plastic bits, I don't even know what you call them, and that is missing. The one side of his head antenna is missing, but and the front two wheels are missing. But what I have got is, I was searching around on eBay on like Sunday or something, and I found somebody who was selling just the top bit of this of RID Prime with full antenna on either side. So it was only going for £1, so I thought, I'll stick a bid on that, and then I thought, I'll look at what else he's selling, and he was selling everything aside from this main cab, because this main cab detaches and that's Optimus Prime, this bit, and then all this bit kind of forms armour. It's for super mode. And he was selling just the armour bits, and I thought, well, I don't really need all the armour bits, I'll just buy this bit and perhaps sell, this bit for repairs or kit bash or something. And then just so happens that I saw somebody selling just the main body of Prime, just this bit here. So I thought I'll have a cheeky bit on that as well, and it turns out I won everything. Well, not as it turns out, I was very careful and methodical about it, but I won a whole new RID Optimus Prime. So it'll be coming in different parts, but I can I might sell this one. Oops. I might sell this one and have a fully working, tyres and fully complete RID Prime. But anyway, to transform him first, you just kind of have to separate, which is not as easy as it sounds. Oops, let's leave that on there. And that's what you're left with. Kind of the back end and the front end of the truck. So we'll take the back end away for now. I have got Ultra Magnus as well. I bought RID Ultra Magnus, but he's coming from America. And I think he was only shipped yesterday or the day before, only posted out, so I doubt he'll be here anytime soon. But I mean, I've wanted a RID Ultra Magnus ever since I saw him, really, because he really is a cracking looking figure. To say that I've never watched RID, I really do think the toys are some of the, not all of them, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the way some of them look, sorry, but particularly Prime and Ultra Magnus. Oops. Oh, my battery said it had 50 minutes, but it's just suddenly started flashing at me, so just hang on a second. I'm going to stick the recording. The last time I stuck the power cable in, it actually cut the video out. So bear with me. Excellent. Anyway, this is prime. As you can see, well, you can't see at the moment, but mine's not in the best condition. There is some scratches around the top of his plate. This button does still work. Obviously there's two lights that go over these LEDs that are sirens. So this is Optimus Prime Maximize, siren, Autobots transform, and then fire and a gun noise. And the reason, one of the reasons I bought this is because I really like the figure, but I also wanted to combine them to form, combine him and Ultra Magnus to form, obviously a Mega Prime. Now I also have, oops, RID Megatron, which I got for $3.99 off eBay. But there's a reason it was $3.99, because it's shit. I didn't realise this, but there's loads of cracking and paint chipping all over the chest. It doesn't have any of the swords or weapons or anything. Some of the wing segments are broken. He doesn't have his tail part, and he didn't come with instructions or anything. So the little bits off the heads are missing that cover his face when they're his feet. So all in all, it wasn't. Yeah, it was only $3.99, but I'm kind of wish I hadn't bought it now. So I think he might be sold, and I might get a better quality one. Anyway, back to Optimus Prime. That's Optimus Prime. He's not great in this mode. I mean, he's got quite big lower legs and quite normal upper legs. His head's not bad. His fists are a little bit. Where's his gun? Oh, it's there. What I didn't mention was this little gun here. Actually, when these bits are kind of in thingy mode, in fire truck mode, this little bit kind of goes just in there like that, so that when you do take it away from its super mode base bit, he's actually, the cab can actually not stand, but like roll, and he doesn't just fall forwards because he's only got two wheels. So that's what that does. So then it also stick in his hand to become his gun. We'll just put Optimus to one side for a minute and bring in this bit. And what you do is you literally just take everything off. Everything splits apart, and there's two of everything. So obviously we'll start with the feet. Oh, bollocks. That wasn't good, and I've lost a fist as well. It's there. So you flip the foot out. You can leave him in regular Optimus Prime, and all this becomes like a base, like a what do you call it? I don't know. Yeah, like a base, like his old trailer would. His G1 trailer would open up into a command base. That's the word. So does this. Well, it doesn't open up, it kind of forms a command base. But to be honest, if you're going to buy RID Prime, buy him to display in super mode, because that's where the figure really shines. Not for Prime. You know, I wouldn't buy him to half display him. I would display him in super mode. That ladder just switches over. So I should stay there. We bring in Optimus Prime. Bring in this foot, and there's a hole in his foot, and there's a peg there, and you have to line them up right. And then there's a hole there and a peg there, and that just secures that in place. And then you do the same with that foot, and then you want to lift him up and make sure you've got the right hand, the hand's the right way. And then there's two holes there. Oops. And there are two pegs there. And you just want to get them lined up, peg them in, and then close that fist around. From the inside you can still see the regular fist, but it's not too big of a problem. Just switch hands with the camera. So again, two holes, two pegs, close the fist around. what you do want to do as well is, just hang on a second, look at the way the arms are there. You just want to pull them out. I couldn't do it without using two hands. Take these shoulder bits, and there are two little, if you can see there, in there, one there, and they just clip onto your shoulders. They don't go too far down, so don't worry about, that's it. So don't worry about trying to force it all the way over his shoulder. They just pop on like that, and then extend the body up. And this, there are 3 pegs there, and just on 1, 2, 3. That one just there. So I'm just going to put the camera down, and I'll try and get this in shot, but I'll get the arms out of the way. Oh no, I apologise, it's those 3 holes there, not that one, those 2, those 3. Just literally fit over. Yeah, that happens a lot. I can't do it on camera, I'm afraid. The problem with this one is it doesn't stick in ever so well all the time. And then, if you can see, there are 2 kind of posts there and 2 holes on his chest. And they just click in, and you kind of just drop the chest down, fold the ladder all the way down his back, and there you have Super Mode Optimus Prime. This little gun that doubles up as the wheel, there's a hole on his shoulder, just slot that in there. Not the tightest fit, but it'll do. And there you have our Optimus Prime. I think this is one of the best Prime figures ever from any series. If you lift this little bit up here, that's supposed to be the Autobot Matrix of Leadership. It kind of does look a bit like a missile launcher, like others have said, but it's the Autobot Matrix of Leadership. So there we are. The ladder isn't in the way at all. That little bit kind of folds around the back so that it all lies flush, and that actually helps stabilise him. There is a little mechanism that lets you kind of swing the ladder around to one side so that it's not straight down behind his head, but I don't like that. I think it looks pretty cool the way it is with it going straight down behind his head. But I love this kind of little bandolier thing he's got going across. He really does look like a fireman, and he really does look awesome. Everything's in proportion. These now, rather than having the big lower legs and yet the tiny feet and then the normal thighs, you kind of the feet make up for it. Yeah, they actually give him feet to match the lower legs. The same with his hands. He has decent hands and forearms, and the shoulder pads just help kind of bulk up the shoulders. So there we have it. If you can get it, absolutely get it. I would recommend it, definitely. And when Ultra Magnus comes, I'll probably review Ultra Magnus and then do an Omega Prime review as well. But until next time, stay safe.